Ooh, you guys ready for some more comedy? I'll try it again. You guys ready for more comedy? It's a lot better. Hell yeah. I came in from Boston today, guys. There's home right there. Yeah, that's right. I'm from Boston, guys. I know it's hard to tell because, I don't talk with a speech impediment. Boulder, this is so nice. It's so different. Like, I've been here a whole day and no one's told me to go fuck myself. It's crazy. Yeah, I live in Boston now, guys, but originally I was born in China, right? I was born in pristine, pollution-free, politically non-corrupt China. I have to say that they're listening. With weather balloons, apparently. You guys catch that? Yeah? They shot that thing down after like a week, and people were celebrating. That is hilarious. That would be like if you came home to your wife fucking another man, and before you shot him, you're like, no, please, finish. That's a loud laugh. I feel like that happened to you. Sorry, that happened to you? Let me know after the show. We'll talk. Okay. But yeah, I was born in China, but then when I was 8, I actually ended up moving to Australia because my parents wanted to experience racism. And then from Australia, we actually ended up moving to New Zealand, and then from New Zealand to here. And when people find out that I moved around a lot as a kid, they're usually like, military family? Like, no, indecisive. I do kind of give off that look though, right? Like every time I travel, the TSA, they always think I'm in the military. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if it's my haircut, my demeanor, or my affinity for Asian prostitutes. 2 tours in Thailand. No PTSD, just a couple STDs, No need to thank me for my service. I was honorably discharged. It's a cum joke. All right. We can move on. Yeah, I did not grow up in a military family, but I was drafted into a terrible conflict, my parents' marriage. Growing up, my parents, they like to argue by pointing out all the negative traits that the other one has passed on to me. Like, my dad would be like, your ingrown toenails are the reason why your son can't walk straight. And then my mom would be like, he can't walk straight because you gave him astigmatism and he can't see for shit. Like, each of these insults is designed to hurt the other person, but every insult hurts me. Yeah, growing up, my mom, she would always be like, you're just like your father. And I'd be like, yeah, you picked him. All right, Mom, if I'm like Dad, does that mean my sister is like you? And she'd be like, no, your sister is like your dad's mom. Okay. So you passed 0 genetic information to either of your kids. And she was like, well, maybe your kids will be like me. So I went and got a vasectomy. She was like, you can't do that. You can't just run away from your problems. I'm like, actually, yes, I can. And I would have done it a lot faster without these ingrown toenails slowing me down. Yeah, growing up, my dad wasn't around too much, so my mom also had to take on a father figure role, right? Like on weekends, we played this game of catch where she would throw her flip-flop and I would catch it with my face. She won every time. Now, a lot of white people, you guys don't beat your kids. Now, I don't know if that's because, it's not good for them, or you spend like centuries beating up on minorities, and by the time you get home, there's no energy left. I just became a U.S. citizen recently, right? Thank you. Yeah, I became a U.S. citizen at the peak of the pandemic, right? They started like beating up on Asians in the streets, and I was like, finally, this feels like home. But yeah, a lot of companies at the time, they were trying to like combat a lot of the attacks by handing out whistles. Now, I think bring a whistle to a hate crime is about as useful as bring a whistle to any other crime. Right? Like, if I was about to attack someone and I found out that they were armed with a whistle, I am now twice as confident that I'm going to succeed. Right? Because, like, no one who has a whistle also has a gun. So, a whistle is just a very loud way of announcing that you have no weapons. Okay, you follow the sound to find me. I wish they offer something more tangible, right? Like, I myself, I'm a martial artist, right? I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And people, people start doing martial arts for different reasons. I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because, I just wanted someone to hold me. The coach is like, at the end of the round, you need to let go. I'm like, come on, coach, 5 more minutes. I am barely hard. Oh. I should send her a dick pic. What? That doesn't even make sense, but okay. I recently volunteered for this CPR course at work, guys. Thank you, yes. I recently volunteered for the CPR course, so that this way, in an emergency, I can control who lives and who dies. Lisa from Legal better watch the fuck out. I don't care how many kids you have. I'm coming for that parking spot. But yeah, in the class, right, they teach you the Heimlich maneuver. You guys know the Heimlich? Yeah. Apparently, that wasn't invented until like 1974. So before 1974, if you choked, you just died. Isn't that crazy? Before 1974, you could assassinate the president with a large meatball. That's crazy. But yeah, before the Heimlich, the standard procedure was to like slit the throat open, right? It was a tracheotomy or an ISIS hello. The guy who invented that method must have had like a terrible day when he found out about the Heimlich. Right? Just like, what do you mean you could just press on the stomach and the food comes out? Throat slashing has been the gold standard for centuries. Lisa from Legal actually saw me do this bit, and I had to explain to HR that this is a joke. And that in an emergency, I totally would save Lisa with the pre-Heimlich maneuver. Oh, this is fun, guys. Do you want to hear a bit about inspirational quotes or sex toys? This guy really needs it. That's inspirational sex toys. That's a new bit. All right, we'll do both. No, we won't. We'll do one. Okay. So actually, on my way here, I passed by this sex store, and I went, not an inspirational one, a regular one, and I saw there was a silicone mouth, and on the box it said, "Now featuring realistic teeth." I'm like, who the hell wants a sex toy with realistic teeth? Like, out of all the parts on a woman to make realistic, teeth would be the last one. Like, my ideal woman has the face of an angel and the mouth of a meth addict. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're making these things too realistic and in the wrong direction, right? Imagine if they made like a realistic pocket pussy. So realistic that for 5 days of the month, you can't use it. And you have to bring an ice cream and a heating pad. Have you guys noticed that like male sex toys are just like female parts? But female sex toys are like super upgraded versions of male parts. Right? Like, women, y'all get these like mystical fantasy dragon cocks. These 5-in-1 Swiss Army dildos. That's not fair. Right? Because like guys, we just want you the way you are, but in plastic, right? But women, you're like, yeah, we're gonna need that turbocharged with Bluetooth and an earthquake setting. I feel like it kind of like mirrors dating preferences, right? Like you're looking for a guy with like features and upgrades. And guys are just like, yeah, this one has teeth. I feel like you should get equally realistic sex toys, right? You know, dildos that go limp every now and then. Vibrators that run out of juice just before you finish. This is a good time to mention I'm also available for kids' parties. Alright, you guys have been a lot of fun. If you enjoyed that set, feel free to follow me on social media. It's Peter Luke Comedy, guys. Thank you. You guys are great.